Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today we'll be taking a look at two books by Jeffrey J. Manley. Jeffrey sent these along, I believe, to Sean, or gave them to Sean at Mocha, and then Sean passed them on to me and really enjoyed them. Looks like I got signatures in this one. This postcard that came with it is really well timed and really funny. I got this like a week after posting our Formalism Friday video that Sean and Brandon and I did about Wallywood's 22 panels that always work. And we were joking that someone should make a comic using only those panels. I then texted that, DM'd that to Matt Madden, who makes constrained comics, and I said, hey Matt, here would be a fun constraint for you to work with. He gave me some examples of people who have already done that, because of course people have already done that, and Matt Madden is the amazing holder of knowledge, all things constrained comics. And then I got this in the mail where Jeffrey Manley had basically reconstructed those, and this is just a gag strip here. It's not telling a story, but he's just saying like do a big head, and then the next one's like extreme close up, and he's got a butt there, and it's like show a back of the head, and then he's got part of the ass, and then profile, no background with an ass twerking in the back. So each one of these just turns into a joke about putting a butt into your drawings, basically. So this real just chain of sequence about the 22 panels that always work, and it's just one of those funny time things. So already a very funny piece, and the timing of it made it even funnier. Then we got Mullet Ghost, which immediately the Metallica lettering, the blood, all of that cracks me up. You look on the back and you've got a little Ghostbusters gag, and you've got this super cute design here of this little ghost who's got his fluffy little mullet on the back. And it's basically just a bunch of like one page or four panel gag strips. They're really funny little strips, super cute little design. Also has some really interesting moments where the artist goes in and does like really detailed drawings here. So this one, why are all the houses in the neighborhood empty? I hear a rumor that everyone left when the Smoky Mountains came. The what? And then they show these two big, like, nuclear radiation toxic factories back here. So that's pretty much what it is, a bunch of four-panel gag strips with this cute little mullet ghost, and then sometimes some, surprisingly detailed drawings for this kind of format. So really enjoyed that, thought it was really cute and funny, and realizing that Jeffrey Manley is just a pretty hilarious guy. Then I got to the next book, which is my favorite, RILEYS, and now I'm going to have to hunt down the rest of Riley the Teenage Bigfoot, because these are also hilarious. These are another set of four-panel strips, but they're arranged on a page format here, and they're pretty much just like, each page is its own gag. So this one, you have this Bigfoot out, and he finds some kids who have stashed their porn out in the woods, which is hilarious. He's, what's this? Oh, gross, what a bunch of hairless freaks. Nobody should have to see that shit. And that's just like the kind of gags that are in here. So I'm just going to show a couple more of gags that cracked me up when I read it. Here they come. There's a couple of these teenage Bigfoots hanging out. You think it's dead or just faking? Only one way to find out. Take a hit, bud. Faker, as he coughs. So it's just a couple like stoner Sasquatches hanging out, and it's pretty fun. There's a couple stories that are a little bit more extended over a couple pages. This one cracked me up, where they're starting to shave this Sasquatch, and they're like, maybe you could shave your own dick. And then like his Sasquatch nipples coming out, and then it's like, I don't know, we should leave the beard. And then he's running around in the forest with his his little bits of hair in place. Just noticed this kid's wearing a Tool shirt. That's pretty funny. Even it looks like intentionally the shirt looks like a dick, but it kind of looks like the girl's rubbing on it there as they get freaked out by this naked Sasquatch. And then there's another story in here where he sculpts a boner onto a snowman, and the snowman magically comes alive and then is stuck with this gigantic snow dong on it. So that's the type of humor that's in this one, just silly, like teenage Sasquatch stoner humor. But really enjoyed all these. They all made me laugh. The timing on this was really perfect. So really, really enjoyed these. Thanks to Jeffrey for sending these along, and then to Sean for passing them on to me from Jeffrey. Oh, and I even got a sketch of a squatch in here. Jeffrey, I'll let you know that me and Tori have determined that what Sasquatches are basically people like Shaquille O'Neal who have grown too big for regular society, that they don't have shoes or cars or clothes their size, and so unless they get famous at playing basketball, they must just go out into the woods. So we call them shack squatches. I don't know why, but that's a joke that has become a constant in our relationship. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go give Tori the favorite Rileys, and I think I'm gonna have to try and get a hold of what looks like right here a complete Riley, because the Riley stuff really cracked me up. So thank you, Jeffrey, for passing these on. And if you have not, check yourself out some Jeffrey J. Manley, because this is funny shit. Centralia is an awesome, gorgeous comic by rising Dutch star Neil Van Peet. This is his first work. It's a really great sci-fi story. There's a world in the future where the sun has gotten so hot that people can't be on the ground, so they have to run around. There's a lot of conceits that go with that. You know, what is the world that looks like? And I think you can see by the art that Sean's description of this book as like a Moebius for young adults, a YA Moebius, is a really great description of this really gorgeous and like wild, wacky, fun book.